haven't seen. Wait, where's the picture? I haven't seen it still. I'm sorry. I'm messaging a bunch of people. It's 7:01. I'm sorry.
Help!
Let's message people right before the podcast.
Help! I sent you. Hey!
Hey, by the way, we're online.
Fuck!
Oh, we're live.
God,
Fuck you, Milk.
How much?
Fuck you, Milk.
Did the viewers learn of my tax evasion?
Why are you making fun of me, Milk? I'm sick. Okay.
I'm not sex to be you.
Please do the fucking reading.
5, 4, 3, fuck you. Welcome to the Get HIE podcast, where we're all sick. So come drink with us as we do NyQuil shots, because it's going to be that kind of St. Patty's Day. We have a non-pencil. Enigmatic Otaku.
I don't know about these guys, but I feel great.
Milk.
Fuck you, Enigma.
And I hate my life. And so this week we have a very special guest that we didn't expect we'd get this fucking massive ass thread of questions. We have.
I'm sorry.
No, what happened? People came out of the woodwork for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
For those who are watching the Good HAE podcast for the first time, whether it be from YouTube or whether it's from Equestria Daily, hello and welcome. We're an entirely user-submitted podcast where users submit who the guests are. Users also submit the questions on the Good HAE forums or via Twitch Live. And then we ask them to our guests and we make our guests miserable.
Wait, Priest, if you just say people are joining us from Equestria Daily,
No.
I think you just did it.
I meant Ponyville Live. Fucking
I know.
Enigma, this is what you do to me. God damn it. Okay.
We can be.
Yet.
We can pretend we are.
Yet.
No.
We're part of Equestria Daily. We were on the Steve Harvey Show. We're sponsored by Ellen DeGeneres, and be sure to drink Progresso soup. Oh my god.
Progresso soup. That's where we're at. It's already like this, guys. Just accept it. Accept it.
So it's soup that helps you lower your car insurance?
Soup.
Oh.
Anyway, that said, we have drinking words this week for your St. Patty's Day traditions. The words we have are anyways and question. And considering we have more questions than ever before, we're going to be drinking like a fucking lot.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone! Never forget that Americans bastardized this holiday, and now we spend it drinking, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Hoity,
I have
hoity, toity.
scotch. So, that said, Pencil, did I miss anything?
If you're talking in the chat, I will see what you are saying. If you're shit, I won't care, and I won't put stuff up. It's just that simple. If you are asking questions to Salami and you're being a little shit, I don't even care. I'm not even going to rationalize it. If I just don't like you, I'm not going to say anything, because fuck this game. That's where we're at.
Also, if you need reference, just in case, ChappedPenguinLips is Lammy.
Yep, he's a lammy.
So we'll get to that in a second. That said, since this is an interview, let's go and start with some actual interview type questions. Question number 1. Lammy, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And what do you do for the fandom?
That is a great question, and I do absolute jack shit for the fandom.
You do lots for us, though.
I run a Twitter, that's about it.
Yeah!
Camaraderie.
Next question. What's your favorite part of this fandom? The people, the music, the fanfics, the conventions. Tell us about what you like about this fandom.
Sorry.
I really like the people. That's probably the one thing I guess I'm known for is I know a lot of people. I love people, and so I interact with a bunch of people in one. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bunch of notifications from a bunch of different people. I'm a bit distracted, but no, people. Love people. always trying to interact with people. So people are my favorite part of the fandom. Also
Awesome.
my least favorite. But
Third question. If there was anything that you could say to your friends who are watching, anything you could say to those who hate you, anything that you could say to those who follow you, what would you say?
oh god, to those who follow me, I am so sorry. I have been insanely busy. I have had one hell of a 2017, and I have not posted any sort of writing. Most people don't think I write. I do. I don't post for two different reasons, but I think there's a question somewhere along the lines asking why I don't, and so I'll get to that then. So
Alrighty. And then, of course, the final cast-based question. All the money's on the line. The cast, lots have been drawn. The bets cast. Who is best pony?
oh, Cadence easily.
Ah, no, why do you do this to
This
me?
is
I love Cadence. That was my
No.
my first plush. I love Cadence.
this is why we get along.
Pencil, it sounded like you were
This is
taking a
good.
shower and freaking Norman Bates just showed up and started stabbing you.
That would have been preferable to hearing this. So, you know. Oh, God. So much Cadence love. What's wrong with you? I mean, if you like them girls flat, I understand. But shit, she's about as flat as you can get.
Just like her personality. But you know what?
That was the joke, Lammy. That was the joke.
Speaking of flat beers and flat questions,
Jesus.
let's go now to Front Stevens, who I recognize from the write-off community. I believe.
Sevens. It's sevens.
Front
Steve!
Sevens.
Steve!
Steve!
That's the noise. That's the noise, guys. That's the exact way he did it. Oh, God.
Say Steve wants him dead, and they'll never let it down.
Anyway.
Front Sevens. Question number 1. Who are you again?
We're gonna get this a lot. I'm ChappedPenguinLips. Yeah.
Damn,
That's
man. Question number 2. Wait, doesn't the Good HIE podcast only interview good writers?
we had Enigma a while ago, so I think that standard got thrown out the window. But
Noises of indignation intensifies.
But no, you'd have to ask them why I'm on here because I don't know. Because I'm not a good writer. Solid 2 out of 10, somewhere around there.
No, you're better than that. Come on, you've
Nah,
got Shadowblade.
you're good.
You've
No,
got
like no, but Shadowblade's better than me. Here's my reason why. Because Shadowblade makes someone laugh. You can read that and enjoy it. By the time that you've lost all your brain cells, you're just laughing at stupidity and you enjoy it. Mine, it's trying and it's actually somewhat decent as far as writing quality, so it ends up being boring in the end because you can't enjoy anything because you can't just sit there laughing your ass off at stupidity.
I don't think your
Just-
work is boring if that helps. And if you keep depreciating yourself, I'm going to start actually yelling it at you aggressively in ways that are not pleasant. So don't self-depreciate here. We got you on here for a reason. Deal with it.
She will definitely self-depreciate you, and you won't have Enigma to guard you anymore. Shut up, Enigma. We don't care.
Hey, you know what would've been-
No,
you know what-
I already said it. It
No,
doesn't
no,
work
no.
that way.
You know what would have been a better name for you to yell instead of Steve? Swosa!
Wosa. No.
Jose.
Now, question number 3. Why on earth would you like Princess Cadence?
Let's see. There aren't a whole lot of reasons. I like characters like her, Octavia, Minuet, because they don't really have a whole lot of personality. I also love
They don't
Shining
speak?
Armor.
So
So,
they don't.
huh?
Half of those characters don't speak.
I know. That gives me a whole lot of free reign in what to do with them.
I see. Anyway, gotta mute again.
Yep. No, that's about it. I love those characters because I'm able to do a whole lot with them. They have like a little snippet of personality or they have so much of a lack thereof and a lot of potential in some things like their abilities. like Cadence's love powers, or Shining's captaincy of the Royal Guard, that intrigue me. So I like taking those sort of opportunities.
So you can make a story about Colgate who enjoys, intensely.
Minuet. It is Minuet, you
Colgate.
illiterate boob.
It's Colgate. Anyway,
why is it not Colgate?
It's
Give
not
us that.
Colgate because it's Minuet.
So then, then it's not Derpy Hooves then.
I don't care. I don't care about that character, so I guess whatever you want to call her.
Are
fine.
you saying that you don't care about handicapped people?
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Sorry, that was the first time I actually spun someone's words on this podcast. It actually felt good. I'm sorry.
I've been a terrible influence on you, and I'm so
Tonight on the first 48.
Okay, no, seriously.
No comment.
Why the focus on Minuet as opposed to Colgate? Why does it matter?
Minuet. Okay, one of the things that first comes up is how I see myself in her. I didn't actually notice this until I was talking with SSNE once, and he had mentioned to me that your profile picture really reminds me, like, really fits you, because I'm some positive, bubbly. I don't know. Like, I'm energetic, I'm positive, I'm bubbly, but I'm not super over the top like Pinkie Pie. So I guess I've got the severe extroversion that Minuet also has. So I don't know. That's kind of why I like Minuet a lot, because people associate me with her character. Not a whole lot of people, but it's like when they see my profile picture, they then make the relation. Like once they actually start to know me, and like, huh, you're really like profile pictures hit you, and it's usually not until I point it out. The first person to point out, like I said, was SSNE, and I guess I'd never really thought about it before then. I just had thought it was a cute picture.
We can palette swap your picture with Heartshine.
Who?
Moving on, because Enigma's shit. What's your favorite genre to write and why?
Ooh, some of my friends have told me tragedy based off of some of the ideas I have, but they'd all be really too long to share. I'm gonna go with drama though, because there are so many things in drama that you can do. Like you're writing, like, let's say a comedy story, you can't really weave in a whole bunch of sadness into a comedy story. So they're like conflicting genres. Versus if you have like a drama story, same with slice of life, you have free reign to put in darkness, you have free reign to put in a little bit of comedy if you want to, you have free reign to create enriching plots that can also have very lighthearted implications at the same time. So I like the variety writing drama gives me.
All right. Next one is, who are your top 3 favorite writers on this site and why? Pick favoritism. Go.
Natural Born Derpy is easily my favorite. Though Firegazer the Alchemist is a close second. And then I probably have to put Norris the Pony, who is criminally underrated, who is an absolutely amazing writer. And I know for fourth, I do want to throw in Gorg's name. I know he's not like, I know it only says 3. He's a super talented writer, and all of his stories, like, I'm not sure if you know this, I'm a statistics nut. Gorg's stories, I think he's got the second most amount of fics in the top 1,000 as far as ratio goes.
Well, thank you, chap, but you kind of mispronounced my name there.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Wow, wrecked, just straight wrecked. Next, the final question from Front Sevens is, who's a pretty pony?
Who's a pretty pony? You're a pretty pony. Who is you? Is
It's
Applejack?
silly.
I know it is. But yeah, just gonna go with that.
All right. Now we're gonna go to Norris the Pony, who asks, number 1, just who the fuck do you think you are, anyways?
Not Canadian. He's Canadian. I hold it against him. So, I'm ChappedPenguinLips. If you didn't hear before.
We all heard before. We're stuck hearing, aren't we?
like, what was it? You said the most questions asked. About half of them are that.
Yay!
That's wonderful and horrible, and I'm not even a little sorry. But you should just start answering differently because people are going to fast forward to see their answers to the questions. So every time you should be like, "Who are you?" Well,
I'm Short Skirts and Explosions.
I'm also the owner of EQD. I'm a voice actor for next season. I play Starsway the Builder. There you go.
Mildred.
Mildred.
So much saliva in my mouth.
You sound like Torbjorn. You sound like Torbjorn now.
I kind of am.
Hinga-dinga-durgan.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
moving on. Question number 53. Entertain me.
Well, shit.
Sing a song.
You know the one. Oh no. We're gonna postpone on that one until I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing a song. As you go through life, you'll see there is so much that we don't understand. And the only thing we know is things don't always go the way we planned. And it seems every day that you'll never turn away. It seems that your dreams come undone. There's a song.
That weird feel when Lammy has probably the best voice on this podcast right now for singing.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure Pencil's still here, so.
How could this happen to me?
Lamby, I like how you had a bit of an Irish inflection right there.
It's true.
I'm not Irish.
It was very fitting of the holiday.
Happy
St.
Patrick's Day, cunts.
Toy.
Next question.
Number 937. Wait, that wasn't a question?
Drink.
All right. Question number 4. What is your favorite episode of the show and least?
Ooh. Okay, favorite episode of the show is probably the most saccharine one, the one that gave me diabetes, which would be the one where the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally got their cutie marks. I'm not a particular fan of the CMC, but I really enjoyed that episode. It made me all giddy inside and whatnot. Least favorite episode, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for doing this, but screw it, who cares? Saddle Row Review, the one where they're all in the diner and whatnot. I never knew what the phrase bored to tears meant until I watched that episode.
Why?
I know a lot of people like enjoyed it, but I just didn't find it funny, didn't find it enjoyable. And here's the thing, the reason I say it's my least favorite is because when I go into a movie, I'd rather go and watch a horrible movie, talk about how bad it was, and at least I got something out of it. With Saddle Row Review, it's like I sat there 22 minutes, emotionless, stone-faced, and I got nothing out of it.
So you're saying you
sounds like the sex life of somebody I know. So there you go.
So you're saying you like that episode of where Applejack was a freaking inbred idiot better than that?
Which one?
The one where Applejack couldn't do anything right and they had to go to the spa.
Oh, no. I hated all of season 6, but we'll talk about that later.
Yay! Moving on to the next question, Drink.
Salary! Number 5. Describe your favorite pony in 4 words without telling me what pony it is, and only if integer y is a value of 10 times 10 to the power 2 or under.
Get your own priest.
Question number 5, part 2. What's a fic idea you wish you'd come up with before someone else?
You know, you said it was Norris. These questions are Norris's, right?
Yes.
It's probably intended because he knows I wish I had wrote awful lot of coffee. I'm extremely jealous of that. Or not jealous of the fic, but if there's one fic on the site that I wish I would have got to first, it's awful lot of coffee. But at the same time, I kind of am glad I didn't because Norris just does it so well. I don't want to take that from him.
I'm trying to make sure I'm not like being tossed with this next question, and so it's not like question number VI lowercase li. It's actually question number 8. Tits or ass?
Ass.
Question
Good
number
man.
8. What genre of music do you listen to primarily?
Indian alternative.
Wait, like from India?
Oh dear.
Native, do you mean Native American or?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Did you mean to say indie?
I did say indie.
You said Indian.
heard
Did
Indian
I?
as well.
I said
You
indie.
did.
I said
all-
indie.
No, you
I said
That
hold on. Let me
what
finish.
is-
I said indie and alternative, so I guess I didn't really pronounce the and well.
Yeah, you said
Oh,
Indian alternative,
okay.
and I'm
Okay.
like, what the shit is Indian
And
alternative?
I'm like, that's probably a thing, but now I'm genuinely curious.
I'm like, either Lammy is ethnic or pretentious as fuck, and I don't know how to handle it yet. So now I feel better.
For a
The whole
split
chat
second,
heard indie.
for a split second, I thought that Lammy was like Hindu or something.
Well, I'm Cherokee Indian, so I guess that's part. That could be something.
Oh, that works.
Question number 9999. Yeah, I said it 3 times. Okay. Your favorite flavor of Jello is stupid.
That is correct.
Question number 10. What character do you primarily have the most fun writing?
Minuet, because I don't really have to try very hard with her.
Oh,
But at the same time, it gives me a lot of room to experiment.
Number 11. What's your best get-rich-quick scheme? And on an unrelated note, would you be interested in partnering up to cook meth with me?
Best get rich scheme. So I hear Fort Knox has got a lot of money, so I guess something to do with that. Or I could always become a porn star. That too.
I hear that's lucrative.
Please don't do that. I know how porn sets work, and I know how porn shoots go.
From
Don't
experience.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Next question.
I was an extra in quite a bit of porn, which means
I
know
don't want to know.
It's nothing lewd. Literally, I drank champagne and I laughed. That was the entire thing. So don't fret. I'm just saying, don't do it.
Now,
we ever gonna get a video of that?
Now questions from Alex _ To ChappedPenguinLips. What's your funniest anecdote?
Well, recently I catfished a catfisher. I say recently, that was Valentine's Day. I had a friend who gave out my number to someone who was claiming to be a girl. And long story short, I figured out that that person wasn't there because they made an error in like scheduling. Like I know how this company's schedule works, and they said something about the schedule that was off. So anyway, I asked them where they lived, and I was like, "Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Why don't we go do something?" And once I found out where they lived, I basically sent them 40 minutes away from where they lived, a long way away. And they went, and I didn't show up, and I sent my gay cousin to go meet them.
Did they have a good time?
My cousin, this all I told was my gay cousin to go meet the dude, and I did not instruct him to do this, but he went and had a meal with him, and then left in the middle of the meal and left him to pay for the meal.
Oh wow.
Damn.
I felt a little bad, but
Man, cold-blooded. All right, next question. Would you rather be transformed fully into a pony or just have your lower body changed like a satyr? You stay on Earth either way.
If I stay on Earth either way, I guess are we talking like candy-colored pony, or are we talking like an actual pony?
You are an MLP pony.
I
Yeah,
think
you are a phoner.
Priest. I think you mean I think you mean a satyr, not a centaur.
I meant satyr. Yes.
I think I would go with just having my lower body changed, because otherwise I'd probably get kidnapped and thrown into some sort of kinky sex dungeon.
Besides,
But
then you
when-
have the horse dick.
Yeah, Lammy, you could use that in porn.
Woo!
Woo! Excellent. Good. Good.
Do some like Lord of the Rings stuff. All right, next situation. Fuck, kill,
Wait,
marry.
no, I'm not gonna let that slide. What do you mean, Lord of the Rings stuff? Like, what are
Like
you talking
fantasy
about?
porn. You'd
Oh,
be a
God, I was
satyr.
just like-
Satyr fantasy porn.
I was like,
Man,
what?
I would
It's
be
like,
the
what are you,
best
fucking
cosplayer.
elves or something? Like, what's going? Why Lord of the Rings? Like, is it time for them dwarves to bend over, please? What's going on here?
Gimli whips out his massive horse cock.
He's a
Wait,
dwarf. Why would he have a horse cock?
Because if they lack in height, they match in width.
That's
What?
so distressing. Let's move on.
We're taking the Hobbit's Isengard.
I wonder why.
Now we have fuck, kill, marry, and of course,
I'm
on
sorry.
a good HIE podcast.
What did you say?
What?
Hold on, first part.
We have a fuck, kill, marry question.
Oh, that's so wrong. It's kill, fuck, marry.
Oh.
I would do it as fuck, kill, marry.
Look, okay, so back in my middle school days, I always went by kill, fuck, marry, and I don't know why. It just peeves me.
It could be a different state thing, honestly. It could be that it's been said differently in different states on, like, you know, different schoolyard playgrounds, and so that's why it's different for each of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have those three, and of course, as our last guests have shown us, here on the Good HIE podcast, killing yourself is always an option. You must fuck, kill, marry rock hopper penguins, emperor penguins, and Galapagos penguins.
I'd kill the rock hopper and marry the emperor.
Ah, looking for royalty, are you?
But no sex.
Oh, of course. Oh no, I mean obviously the fuck is implied with Galapagos.
Yeah.
Because you into that tropical tale.
Yep.
So,
Anyway.
next question. Is your name a reference to David ChappedPenguinLips, the second lieutenant governor of Idaho from 1890 to 1893?
I wouldn't look this up because I didn't believe it, and I was smart for doing that because the second lieutenant governor of Idaho was John A. Gray. So, no, it's
Oh,
not.
shit. You fact checked that shit. Good for you.
Fact checking on this podcast.
Right? No one fact
Never.
checks here. I could sit here and be like, by the way, guys, I wanted to let you all know that vaginas actually do have a small sensor in the back, and if you hit it too hard, it ejects cum straight out of the clit. And you guys would probably believe me without fact checking that shit. So
I don't know. I've gone pretty deep.
Pencil, I was so sure you were gonna say that there's like a second inner
half
jaw
inch?
inside there, like an alien, like a xenomorph.
Priest, if I
Oh,
said this, I'm pretty
you
sure
mean the
you would
movie
back
Teeth?
me up anyway.
Yeah, if it wasn't a joke and we were trying to like make Enigma miserable, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. We always make Enigma miserable. And yes, Teeth is a movie, and you should see it. That is all.
Okay. We have a question to Pencil, so I'm going to speed through it as quick as I can and try to mispronounce all the words. To Pencil, you are an assassin hired by Queen Chrysalis to permanently eliminate that pesky Princess Cadence once and for all. You climb atop a tall building in the Crystal Empire just as the princess and her husband appear upon the balcony at the Crystal Castle to address their subjects. You raise the high-powered sniper crossbow with an added telescopic sight, take aim, and prepare to shoot. Until you realize a certain little green and purple dragon is standing beside the princess. You certainly won't be able to kill both of them. Everyone on the balcony will run for cover after you fire the first bolt. Do you kill them and collect your payment, or mercilessly gun down Spike and risk Chrysalis's ire for failing in your mission?
Well, this is actually ends up being an easy question. I would kill Spike because I would always kill Spike. Spike would be dead. Spike would be gunned down, and then I would return to Chrysalis, look her directly in the eye, and say, "Worth it." And she would probably punish me, and I'd probably like it.
Oh my.
Now we have a final question for everyone. If you're about to be executed, what would you choose as your last meal? So we'll rapid fire this. Nigma?
Give me time, hold on. I haven't eaten very many things, so
I got this easy, so like, ask me first.
Just choose
Okay,
a dick Enigma.
Pencil.
I would choose a large block of very marbled raw steak with a bone in, and I would just eat it without cooking.
the old bean and cheese burritos from my middle school that I can't find anymore.
Wow, that's nostalgic as fuck.
I would ask for a full box of garlic Texas toast with cheese on top, naturally. Lammy,
Filet mignon.
milk.
Choice.
I would ask for a single grape, and then not eat it.
Would you get it peeled?
Of course not.
Okay, just like because if you were making them fucking peel you a grape for your last day on Earth, that's brilliant.
Well, no, because see, here's the joke. I would peel it myself and then throw it outside of the cage, and then just keep asking for it to be put back in the cage.
Just over and over again, like, can you please take that peeled
Yes,
grape?
yes,
Give it back to me. It's my last meal.
yes.
God damn it! No, it's my last meal. Give me back my peeled grape.
I actually really like King Nerd 16's comment. For his last meal, he wants popcorn kernels.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, if you're being electrocuted, that's brilliant. And you just wait till last minute, pour them in, and then your cavity just overflows with fucking popcorn.
Wouldn't that be horrible?
It would make the best noise. Think
That
about
would-
it. Like,
Guys.
why?
That would be a horrible sight for the viewers because you just see this guy writhing in pain and popcorn just coming out of his mouth.
I know, and then they'd have to clean it up. And some sick fuck would be on the internet going, "Did anyone have an extra piece of that popcorn I could steal so I could try eating it?" And that person would probably be me. So
Well, no, hopefully, like people will be asking for the video. Anyway,
that too.
let's move on. We're gonna go to fluffy unicorns. They ask, you have little amounts of stories compared to other authors. Why?
Well, as Pencil pointed out earlier, what did you say? Self-deprecation. I believe in my ability as a writer. I'm not horrible, but whenever I start writing something, I love to nitpick all my little errors until the point where I get upset because I am not Truman Capote or even J.K. Rowling or anyone like.
Truman Capote was a dick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wrote the first half. It's Kill a Mockingbird. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I have like my little phrase in my profile box thing is write bad and do it daily. It's how you write well. Well, I write. I just don't ever post anything. I've had people yell at me because they've seen a lot of my stories. A lot of them, I have 10 plus stories that are 3/4 of the way done, but I don't post them because or finish them because I have this level of where I want it to be, and it falls well short, and I just can't bring myself to post them. Have them be like my current stories, which I don't want another I wish I hadn't told you so, which is one of my stories. I hate that story so bad. And if it weren't for Gorg not telling me not to delete it, I probably would. Yeah, and beside that, I am really busy. So physically I'm not able to all the time, but that's mainly why I don't have stories, those two things.
All right, now we're gonna go to questions from Twilight Sparkle, who says, I heard you're good at editing, like really good at editing. Some would say the best, that you're #1 at editing.
He's the best. He's the best editor.
I have friends who ain't even in the fandom that go, damn, that ChappedPenguinLips can really edit, you know? I also heard that
Sam Adams of editing.
I also heard that you really like editing fics about Redheart. She's your favorite pony, right next to Chrysalis. Maybe Discord too.
I know what he's doing. Okay, so he has a Redheart story that I have not finished editing. He says that I'm really good at editing. It's just I'm so in depth that I don't really get too far into it, and then I kind of got burnt out on the fic too. That in 2017, it's been absolutely magical to me. So haven't really had a whole lot of time to do a whole lot editing, writing, reading, any of sort of that. She's your favorite funny right next to who is it? Chrysalis in Discord. I absolutely hate Chrysalis. I cannot stand her. I know. I'm so sorry.
Why? She's a big sponge bug.
SpongeBob.
She's an overgrown gnat.
I know that's the best part of it.
I mean,
Do you know how gnats reproduce?
I don't want to know.
Okay,
wanna-
good.
I want to know.
I'm sure it's no different than how Enigma does, but
Yeah.
No, it's way different because they do it often. I'm not even sorry. Also, questions. We all drink.
Next question. With that introduction, do you have any tips for aspiring editors? How should editors communicate changes to an author's work without seeming pretentious?
okay. Gosh. I don't know how to answer this question. I guess for me, I'm not the best writer. I know that. So whenever someone asks me to edit, like I edited for Gorg today, and he is a much better writer than me. Like there is no comparison whatsoever. He is an extremely talented writer. We've been writing for years. I'm neither of those. And so all I try to do is my best with that. So whenever I see something, I have an opinion about something, I try to type out a few sentences and whatnot on it, or what I think of it, or how I think it could be improved. I, I guess the best advice that I'd get to an editor is whenever you make edits, don't be afraid to be blunt and try your hardest. Because I've seen people edit something for me, and they'll have they're like I've had two different people edit for me. And then I have one person who only pointed out 4 mistakes because they were too scared. They left like little comments like, haha, I think this is funny. And then someone else will come in and go like, oh, this is absolute garbage. And then I'll have 40 edits per page. And they'll have reasonings and all that sort of stuff. Norris the Pony's a great editor. And so is the little small guy named Ice Cream Mac. He was my first editor ever on the site. And they'll just go in and they'll tear this little section apart, and they'll say rewrite it if you want this to be any good. And I'm like, it rips into the fic, but it also gives me a lot to take away from it. So just try your best. Be blunt. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Tell what's wrong, or else I'm never going to get better, or whoever you're editing for is never going to get better.
But how do you know when you've gone too far with giving criticism? As in,
When I can't support it is generally a good indication. If I don't have any way to support it, like Pencil mentioned earlier, fact checking. If I don't have any sort of logical reason for it, I typically leave it out. And as far as the bluntness goes, there's it depends on who I'm editing for. Some
Mhm.
people I will rip. Some people I will be like, you might want to change this because this and this. Yeah, I don't know. It's not me. It's not me personally, but I can see where someone else does this, and it depends on the person.
Okay, that's very fair.
I've just been keeping my mouth shut the whole time I'm thinking about all of the edits I've done for Priest and for Enigma.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, go ahead and answer that question. If it,
No.
Pencil, because
I'm abusive to those I edit for, but I'm abusive constructively, which Enigma can attest to. I've said some really horrible things to him, but I've actually seen marked improvement in his work, and I've told him so. Priest just takes it at this point because he knows that I'm usually not full of shit, and that even if I'm being horrible and abusive, it's probably for a good reason.
I've improved more while working under you, Pencil, than I ever have alone. So
That's what they all say. Anyway,
Constructive criticism.
now I believe the next few lines are French. Pencil, would you be able to
what do you want me to do?
say the lines?
Eh bien, que vous on l'a
French.
Je vais
Bien que bien, Lammy. Jeffer. What do you want from me? Like,
That was it. That was all I wanted.
okay, all right. I
All
can't
right.
speak French though.
Okay. Now you have to explain the following quotes, Lammy.
Okay. The key to success is lubricate. The key to success is lubricant in your ass, because life's coming. It's coming hard. I forget where I said that one. That's one of my quotes. All of these are my quotes. Hello, big titties.
Where did that come from?
My neighbor, she's like 40 anyway. She's a.
proud of you. I'm
You
proud
wanna
of you. No,
explain?
fuck everything. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Anyway, she was actually a neighbor's friend who just went through a divorce, and she's moved from Michigan to down here. Anyway, she's hot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She was hot. That's all I could say. And so that came out. I have no idea if she heard me. She was in the next room when I was on the call with him. So, uh, my pimp daddy Julius Caesar. Uh, um, I think I was in my forensics class, and police officer was supposed to come in and talk to our class about or a crime scene investigator. He didn't show, so we were watching Zootopia, and I was doing something for my English 101 class or 1101, and it was Julius Caesar. I don't know where it came into play. That was really random. I'm gonna stick my dick in a moth. It's a moth. I was asked about clopping and chrysalis in particular, and thus that comment. So that one. Yeah, don't stick your dick in crazy or a moth.
Well, crazy's okay as long as you can get a good running start afterwards.
Isn't that good, priest? Oh,
You stop. I'm not going to dignify that.
Dignify.
He never
Going
does.
to move my. I have no dignity. So,
I know it's great.
Alores Montez, Salus, Votre, Mom and Salute.
Salud.
Okay. I don't fucking know.
Enigma, do it in Spanish. Do it in Spanish, you stupid fucking Spanish faggot.
See, I
Wait.
told him that, but he doesn't know how to.
Yeah, I speak Spanish. I don't read it.
I'm gonna just no. Say it in Spanish, Enigma.
Say what?
Who wants a lammy? I do.
What's the Spanish word for lamb?
I don't know. Fucking Google it.
God,
You're
Enigma.
Mexican. Go figure it out.
Are you actually fucking with us? I have to know.
I really don't know. Hold on, let me look it up.
No,
Okay.
no, it's Cordero. Come on.
Cordero?
Cordero.
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 At least where I was. That being said, that was in
I don't think it is.
Costa Rica, so it might not be.
Yeah.
Might be different for you guys, but
Let me look it up.
all right.
Lamb in
It's different in
Spanish.
Central American versus Spain. I know that, so we need to check that shit out.
Lampara? What the hell? That's what it said.
That's
Oh wait, no,
lamb.
wait, no. I
That's
put
Lampara.
Never mind.
Lamb, not lamb.
I put a
Lampara.
Here we go.
Everyone,
Cordero.
just anyways.
No, hold on.
Question,
That's 3
question,
drinks.
question. Just
That's
drink.
6 drinks.
Stop. It's just
That will.
it would be who wants a lamp? Lamp. I do.
Oh my
So
god.
I got the word. It is Cordero.
It is Cordero. Okay, is that in Spain or is that in Mexico and Central
I don't
America?
know. I just put in Spanish and that's what it gave me.
All right. So
Get-
wait a
get-
second. I had to teach your Mexican ass Spanish. I'm a
Yeah.
rich white chick from Central California. What do you want from me?
Moving on. Anyways, given amazing, wonderful, irresistible ponies such as your absolute favorite, Chrysalis, do you have any difficulty expanding their personality in your stories?
No. And here's the reason why. With such underdeveloped characters like those, you can pretty much go underdeveloped in canon. If someone were to say like, "Oh, she's out of character. I don't agree with that." It's like, screw you. It's my canon. So I don't have to apply or comply to anyone else's ideas or beliefs. Versus like big characters like Twilight Spurker. She has a set personality in stone, and you can only do so many things with her. Unless you want to make her OOC, then people will yell at you. I don't like being yelled at, so.
All right. Next question. Somebody already asked you what your favorite genre is, so what's your least favorite?
Gosh, I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this one, but I'm not a big fan of. Well, it's a genre on film fiction. I'm not a big fan of second person.
Well, suck it.
I'm not a fan of Anon.
Well, suck it again.
You suck it.
I do. It is that terrifying.
Yeah, no, it just irks me the wrong way reading it. I feel like for second person, you have to be in like a little pocket to really appreciate it. Like second person readers read a lot of second person and not a whole lot of everything else. Then people who aren't second person
True. That's not
read.
true at all.
I don't know. That's just what I sort of thought. So.
You're more than welcome to give your opinion here. So
Yeah.
That's about it. So
second person isn't for you,
That's
and that's fair.
Fine. I can still
What
tell you to suck it though, because that's my job.
What about
Sure.
the
Tell you to
souk?
suck it.
What about
You
the souk
swallow.
person?
Wow.
Souk person.
Soukin person.
Name must
Oh
not
my
be trash.
god.
So, anyways, who is best pony? In my opinion, Chrysalis is the absolute best. Chrysalis with her slimy, scaly body
Oh god,
and
stop.
Swiss cheese legs with limp, frigid
Aw.
wings that lay just beneath her wispy, mad green hair.
See, you know why I hate her? It's because I have friends who do this to me.
I can see that. Like, I can see them just drilling that into you. That's kind of distressing.
Like how they drilled into her legs.
Moist.
Because you know that one of our viewers is cringing right now over that. No, did they ever like just make her absolutely disgusting for you in a way that distressed you, Lemmy?
I mean, what was it? A lot of people I've heard whole fucking, and then they've made it extremely disgusting. Heard things with like popped ulcers.
Ooh, no, that,
Oh,
It's
that's actually pretty bad. Like, I was about to say I've written the whole thing, but nah, popped ulcers. That's pretty special.
Also, Lammy, because she was sprayed so many times with rage, she stinks of bug spray.
huh? I didn't understand that. English this time?
You didn't need to. You didn't need to.
you really didn't need to. So we're just gonna trample all over that. Next question.
Like Enigma's pride. Anyway.
Do you have any stories you're working on? Something with Luna or Celestia, perhaps?
Also,
Something with
keep
Fleur de Lis, perhaps? Perhaps?
Something with. I know he's wanting me to reference. I have a fic. This is one that is literally maybe 100 words or so from being done and postable, I guess. It's just something with a young Luna and a young Celestia, and Luna is basically scared about growing up, and Celestia comforts her. It's total fluff. And then Fleur de Lis, it's this long thing about Fleur enters the world of modeling because her older sister, was a model, and she was killed by the industry basically because people pushed pills on her, told her to be anorexic. Anyway, so she goes after those people, and I don't want to spoil much of it if I ever write it, but yeah.
That actually sounds very interesting.
It does
Yeah.
actually. I would very much
You
enjoy
should
it.
you should post stories.
I agree.
I should.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
Seriously, I end up hating it. That's
Well,
about the
we
worst
all
thing.
hate ourselves, so I mean, you'd
You're
be
a
in
writer.
good company.
You're gonna do that. So
Yeah.
yeah, you are a writer. So hating yourself and hating your work is just something that will happen over time, unless you try to make your writing your babies, in which case your writing will suffer. So you might as well.
Okay.
All right. Next question. Do you find it hard to finger your mom with that broken finger?
Oh yeah,
No,
you broke your
work-
finger.
Works just fine. Yeah, no, I popped the bone entirely out of my skin. It was pretty horrible. Have 2 screws, fixed the tendons and everything. Horrible to the bank account too. That was awful. don't play sports. You'll only end up getting yourself hurt.
That's depressing and probably true.
It took 2 screws to fix your tendies.
Oh, the first thing I did when I was quote unquote fully healed, I'm still not fully healed, is I went and played basketball for 6 hours, which is how I broke it. The first time I got my brace off, that's the first thing I went and did.
And of course, the final question from Twilight Sparkle is, who are you again?
Well, I'm the second lieutenant governor of Idaho. And I'm also the esteemed pop star Whitney Houston. And I'm also SS Nealt, so building portfolio.
Nice.
I'm proud of you.
Now we're going to move the questions from the other guy, who first and foremost says, "Can we please have a shout out for Nighty?"
Please do.
I was going to not say anything about this, but there's actually a little bit of a situation. Go take a look at Nighty's page. Give him some love on his blog. He's not going through a good time right now.
Tell him he's a pretty, pretty princess.
Yeah, Nighty needs some love, guys. Go love him. Now we're gonna go to the fuck kill Mary, or Mary fuck kill, or however you want to say it. Browser pony, Coke pony, candy corn pony.
Okay.
Maybe.
Kill Coke Pony, fuck Browser Pony, and marry the corn candy pony.
You like candy corn?
No, I actually hate it. But her aesthetics aren't too bad.
All right. Next question. You've been trapped in a dry, abandoned well in the middle of the desert. Fortunately, the podcast members have found you and you can go get help. However, by the time they get back, you'll probably die from dehydration. Do you let yourself die, or do you ask one of them to pee in the well so you can drink? Who do you ask to pee?
Oh, easily. The rest of you are guys, so pencil. Water sports, dude.
Girls.
I think that's the first time you've ever made me uncomfortable.
I know, right? It's so
I know,
exciting.
it's unusual, and I'm not quite sure how to handle it. So I'm just gonna sit over here and contemplate my life for a little bit. Go ahead.
Next question. Is it sad that I don't have anything serious to ask you?
Nah.
And now a drunk made question. You know how we find things, the big eyes relative to head size cute? I realize that pony babies and animals in general actually have small eyes to head ratios compared to the adult ponies in the show. They still find those cute. Does that mean they actually find things with small eyes cute? Would that mean that humans are cute to ponies?
So baby ponies in the show. Let's take Applejack, for example. I love Applejack. I think she's adorable. And then you put her in a baby form and I want to throw it in a fire. I
I'm
don't find them
Applejack.
attractive.
More apple fritter, please.
Yeah, it's cooking in the oven. Why don't you hop in? No, I'm not.
Jesus.
I'm not. I'm not a fan of the baby design. I really don't like them.
All right. Next question. Should I stop writing questions while I'm drunk?
No, you should not.
Now we have a few questions to a non-pencil. We have would you rather, and we'll try and blast through quickly. Okay. Would you rather A, spend an entire night in a closet infested with big swarming slimy larvae trying their hardest to climb all over your body to get your warmth and making you a slimy mess, or spend 15 minutes listening to Spike bitching about his life and having to be nice to him the whole time? No, you can't harm him in any way.
Well, I can't harm him in any way for those 15 minutes, but after that I can kill him, so I would do that.
Okay, now we're going to go to questions from Mike Snipe. Number 1, sing the Lammy Lammy song.
Woo!
Alright, I have a lot of people who were just waiting for this. You'll probably see the cast drop to like 0 people after. Well, actually, no. Most of them are here for you
We
anyways.
already had 2 people get super salty and be like, "This is cancer. This is shit. I'm leaving. Bye, bye, fuckers." I'm like, okay.
Aw, just for me. Okay.
Just so much salt for you. So let's do this. I'm ready.
Alright. Well, who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do. So go up and greet your mammy, mammy, mammy. Hi there, hi there. So march, march, march around the daisies. But don't you forget about the baby. Wink.
I have a genuine smile on my face.
I'm winning so hard. So who got this, and can we make it a ringtone?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a ringtone.
I'm charging $129. It'll be up on iTunes.
One of these days, we really just have to make a post with good HIE podcast ringtones of just things different people have said.
Oh gosh, we could actually do that.
I know, isn't it terrifying?
We could have like the best of clips of our podcast. That way, people can watch our highlight reels instead of actually watching the cast.
Right.
Next question from Mike Snipe. What the fuck? Why the fuck do you know everyone?
Well, let's see. Probably because I talk to a lot of people, and I'm not afraid to send PMs out to people. Like Natural Born Derpy, any of my favorite writers, really. I like your stuff. Like, oh, I hope you're as cool as a person as you are a writer. Send them a PM and see how that works out. Typically that.
All right. How the fuck did you get involved in the fandom?
So spring break plans fell through. I was gonna go to Orlando in 2015. That didn't work out. So I had nothing to do. Clicked on the show because I knew I was a sucker for this kind of stuff. Didn't think I'd really end up liking it. Ended up liking it. Here we are today.
All right. When the fuck did you decide that this was what you wanted to do with your free time?
I didn't. I was kidnapped. I'm here against my will.
Perfect.
Yeah, we
Bill,
forced you.
Bill, what happened with that question, buddy?
He was drunk.
Is Milk asleep?
Yes, I'm asleep and drunk. Leave me alone. I was drunk when I wrote the questions.
I'm not
Going back to bed.
Next question. Go back to sleep.
We kidnapped Lammy specifically so he could do the dance for us on a whim.
It's kind of true.
Oh, so many people wanted the Lammy Lammy song. Anyway, will I ever stop using the word fucking in my questions?
Already know that.
No, you fucking won't.
Fuck yeah. Now we're going to RK Striker JK5. Do you write for any fandoms besides MLP?
I actually got my start writing for Penguins of Madagascar. I haven't in a long time, but that's what I got my start doing.
Is there a community for fan fiction of Penguins from Madagascar? Please tell me there is.
There was a while ago. It pretty much died out. I'm not gonna say it died out. There's fanfiction.net still has people, but there was at one point in time. Growing up, it was my favorite show. All them fuckers were watching SpongeBob. I was watching Penguins of Madagascar. I love that show to death. Still do. So that's where I got my start.
All right, boys. Here's the plan.
That was amazing. I didn't know that happened, and I feel like I've learned something here today. I've learned something today.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that they have mature stories there as well.
Oh,
no,
God.
it's trying to stop!
Oh, there is. You know there is.
Yeah.
So much
Rule 60. Well, no, Rule 34. If there's exists, there's part of it.
Yeah, Rule 63 is a different thing there, Lammy.
Yeah, no, I got them mixed up. But the only one that I remember that's M is, if anyone's ever heard the song "A Little Piece of Heaven" by Avenged Sevenfold.
Yes.
It's a done up song between Skipper and Marlene. That's the first ever Rule 34 story I read.
I am happy, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yes.
All right. Next question. How'd you come up with your name?
Okay, so I was looking at all these names because I had a really sucky one. It was basically just an actual person's name. It was JP Sanders, which is an alias I went by. And I saw Short Skirts and Explosions was the one to really trigger this. And then I also saw people like Jack of a Few Trades, even Enigmatic Otaku. I liked the names. They had decent branding. And this is way before I even met Enigma or any of these people. I'm like, gosh, my name's so boring. I got to change this. And I remember way back when, like 4th grade, I was on a flag football team called the Purple Penguins. And I liked Penguins of Madagascar. I'm like, okay, Short Skirts and Explosions, those don't necessarily go together. What doesn't go together with Penguins? I was like, okay, it's either going to be Broken Penguin Knees or Chat Penguin Lips. And I chose Chat Penguin Lips.
Man.
Penguins have knees?
Yeah.
I
They
think
do.
this is one of the first fanfiction users that have named their name after sports, like that we've had on this cast.
I don't think
that's
flag
actually-
football counts.
For here it does. Trust me.
Sports are not a thing. Also, my March Madness bracket is fucked. Okay.
Oh, me too. But I have won. I have won at least $40 so far.
Hey priest.
What?
How you doing in fantasy hockey?
I don't want to look right now. I'm not going to talk about it. Pencil and I are in the semifinals, faced against each other, and there's tension, guys.
Well,
Go
no.
Sharks.
Thank you. He was winning very much until recently, and his goalie shat the bed, and now I'm winning. So that's why I'm rubbing it in his face.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time.
keep telling yourself that.
Thank you, Lemon.
Next question. What is your name?
Sir Chopped from Lamelot.
What is your quest?
To seek the Holy Grail.
What is the airspeed velocity of unladen Scootaloo?
African or European?
That's
Trick
weird.
question. She can't fly.
Yeah.
That was my original answer, but I wanted to go with the whole scene.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just like African Scootaloo in my head right now is an amusing thought.
Like, my original thing was, well, who's throwing her? Because you can't.
Hey!
Nice. I like that better. Good job. Milk's over there quietly stewing to himself in his sleep.
Now,
You guys.
Tony Montana.
Sorry.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever done that you're willing to share?
I'm not gonna say dumbest thing I've done, and I'm not gonna say ever either. I'm just gonna say today we had a speaker from another college come and speak to us, and one of my friends, asked if she was pregnant. She was not pregnant. So that was
That's the big one. You can't come back from that.
you can't come back from that, no. And it was so funny. Someone slapped him in the face with a fish sandwich at lunch. It was really funny. So
Jesus.
yep.
All right. Next question. Do you have any other funny stories?
Nah.
Got it.
Just no. Good job. Anyway.
Nah.
When and how did you start writing?
When and how did I start writing? So, 5th grade, I had a teacher who really believed in my writing. And I kind of caught the creative spark once I figured out, like, hey, I can create my own stories. Screw you, real life. I don't need you. I can make what I want here. And that's kind of how I started writing, but I really didn't start writing legitimately until about 2 years ago in 3 weeks. So I've only been writing for 2.
3 weeks ago?
No, in 3 weeks. Like, in 3 weeks, it'll have been 2 years.
Oh, okay. All right. If you had to choose only one thing you haven't done yet and would like to do and would be guaranteed to do it before you die, what would you choose?
Oh, man, the initial answer that came to my mind was horrible.
Go on.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Columbine, but that's not really.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, no.
On YouTube now.
An officer is being
Come in
dispatched
with
to your
like a
house
weird
right
creepy
now.
noise.
No. That's a joke. That's a joke answer to any of my future employers. My name is Joel Sanders. Oh gosh, what would I like to do before I died? Gosh, the bad part of me is really winning over in this question, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna die anyway. So I'm gonna dive off that skyscraper from Dubai. Maybe get a Brewster's ice cream cone on the way.
Down.
Up then down. So. Oh no! Do they have like mid-air ice cream carts? That'd be a
you
great
could
thing.
arrange it with enough money.
You could push somebody.
Oh
off.
yeah, I wouldn't have to care about money. So consider it done.
All right.
Also,
now
to
Go for
fund
it.
your jumping, you can have advertisements on yourself as you jump off.
check
Would
out my
you like-
stories on
Yeah,
FanFiction.
You
Would
know,
you
then
like-
have this like streamer behind you, this big banner that just like trails out as you plummet to Earth?
Yeah, no. Hey, Enigma. I'll put
Yeah.
Enigma's Patreon on the back of the banner if you want.
Aw, see, people are nice to you on occasion, and I guarantee Enigma's going to say something stupid right now and cock it up for himself.
Go check out my Patreon, you guys.
See?
All right.
God damn it,
No.
it's so predictable. Go on.
Now we're gonna go to famous last words. Who asks, "Hey, how you be?"
I think that's to you.
No, he always does that every
It's
week.
definitely to you, trust me.
I'm okay.
2017 has definitely been interesting, but right now I'm doing pretty well. So, having fun.
Yay. Why is your voice so sexy?
Because I use a voice changer. That's why.
Oh, that explains a lot. What is the best pony story you've ever read?
Best pony story I've ever read. Ugh.
If it's not Shadowblade, you're wrong.
Alright, looks like I'm wrong. I can probably pull up my favorites real quick. Actually, no, I'll just name a few off the top of my head. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this one. Alaborn. Enigma actually rediscovered this story for me, so I have to thank him for that. It was Alaborn. I can't remember the name of the story off the top of my head, but the author was Alaborn. It was a double entendre, basically, between porn magazines and fruit. It's not really the best written story or the funniest story, but I just love the double entendre and it so much. It was done really well.
I recommended this to you?
No, you didn't recommend it to me. I had lost the story and you went and found it for me again.
Oh.
Enigma clearly pays attention to what he does. Next question. What is the best real world novel you've ever read?
I had a conversation about this a few days ago with some people. I'm going to say J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. I really enjoyed that novel. For someone who's not a super big fan of fantasy, I really enjoyed that novel.
Shaft, I was so sure you were going to say J.R. Tolkien is the hottest.
He is.
I
That too.
Enigma what?
Mm.
Enigma, you're in timeout. That I'm not gonna forgive you for that.
Go to your room.
Implying I have a room.
God, that was even
In
more sad.
hell.
Now we're gonna go to Firegazer the Alchemist, who asks, "You could write an episode of MLP. What would it be about?"
Man, I'd really like to address the episode of why it took Applejack's parents so long to get back from the store. They've been gone for a long time.
Well,
Just out getting
apparently
groceries.
There's stuff about them coming up.
Oh man, I'd love to see like how long the lines were at Pony Mart that it took 7 seasons for them to get back. 6 seasons.
I would
Well, we
love
could-
it. I would love it if they were like, well, our parents left, never came back, and Discord was like, oh, I've had them in my realm for a while. They do my dishes. I didn't realize they were yours. Here, you want them back? Just like snaps fingers, they're alive again. It'd be like,
Alive? That would
Yeah,
imply they're dead.
They
we
come
cut
back-
off Mr. Cluckham's head like a week ago.
They come back from the store, and they're like, "Here, kids, we're finally back from the store." And Applejack's like, "Oh, well, you forgot the cider. Shit!" They have to go back to the line.
there you go.
If you could change the series opening theme, what song would you change it to?
I have no idea.
Get
I guess it'd be the Who's the Silly Pony song. Because I can't think of anything else that'd really fit.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
come
like
on.
change it to something horrifying, like
No.
death metal.
I mean,
Like
could
Steel
change it to,
Panther.
like, corn or something.
Oh god.
Oh God. Twisted Transistor.
But no, let's go with Silly Pony.
All right. Is there a story on this site that has a concept you love but an execution you hate? And if so, what?
I contemplated this one because I didn't have an answer for this question at first, but the acting verse by G.A.P. Jaxie, and I want to get this out of the way and say G.A.P. Jaxie is an absolutely great writer, talented writer. Like his write-off minifics are absolutely amazing. But dear Lord, I hated the acting verse. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what it is.
I
but
am definitely familiar with the acting verse.
It's
dominated
the
them
one that was
for a
very.
week.
It was no, it was a lot longer than a week. It was multiple weeks because he posted a bunch of one shots in succession instead of doing uh instead of posting them all as one story, multiple chapters. That was whoring at its finest. I was not a fan of that. That's probably leads to some of my spite towards those fics, but
Hmm. All right. What is the best meme?
uh
He also adds, if you just say, "Let me smash," we're no longer friends.
if I say it,
If you don't
Uh,
say it,
oh, if I don't say it, well, I guess we're no longer friends, Fire Gazer. That's unfortunate. Um, these are old, but I just discovered them thanks to my friend Austin. Uh, the Drake memes, or Drake the kind of nigga, or Kanye the kind of nigga that do this sort of stuff. I love those, just out of sheer irony.
I don't actually know what those memes are.
Apparently, they're really old. I didn't know until about a week ago.
But we're really old. I still don't actually know these memes. They might have flown under my radar.
Are they like the guy who's dancing up and down the street with like the arms dance?
I don't understand the young people's memes these days.
Oh my god.
I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Get a fucking picture. We might know this, and it's just that we're not understanding.
It's like one of the ones that I remember is Drake, the type of nigga who searches personality on Pornhub.
Maybe
I
it's just
have
that
yellow.
Maybe it's just that I dislike Drake so much that I just ignored it.
Like, you know how Drake, you obviously don't listen to him, but I don't either. But I don't either. But he's always complaining in all of his songs and whatnot. He's always so sad and everything. And so, it's about how he's so sensitive. That's what all these are for. And then
Oh.
Kanye is like the inverse. It's about how he's so arrogant and whatnot. Kanye's the type of nigga to go to sing his daughter a lullaby to sleep and then wake her up and yell at her for falling asleep in the middle of his performance. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I see.
I posted one of them in stream.
I see it.
I see. I guess I just dislike both of them so much. I'm like, I don't want to give them any of my time.
You used to
No,
call
don't
me
worry,
on my
I
cell
don't-
phone.
Late night when you need my love. Okay, we'll stop.
What's one movie everyone's seen but you haven't seen?
Oh gosh, Lord of the Rings.
What?
I've
Okay.
never seen Lord of the
Really?
Rings.
Chapped,
what's-
I've never. I'm with you there, Chapped. I've never seen it to completion.
I've never seen Star Trek either. So hey, okay,
Star
To be
Trek
fair-
the reboot or the original?
I've never seen either.
Okay.
Well, I have at least seen some of those, so.
Yeah, you've got a couple of years on me too.
I've only seen Star Trek Generations, so
No, you have. You mean
I've seen the
Star Trek-
reboots
You've also seen Star Trek Next Generation. Is that what you're trying to say?
for movies.
Oh, yeah. I suppose
Con!
I've seen all of it.
All right. What is objectively the best YouTube video?
You guys ever seen? It's a 25-second video.
It is.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'll just grab my bags and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I love that video so much.
That gets posted on my stories all the time.
Perfect.
I think I actually remember seeing it on which one was it? The Arion story. Don't burn the trees.
Ariane. Oh,
Oh.
the Aryan race.
Ariane.
Ariane. Anyway.
All right. And lastly, the dumbest question. Which politician would you challenge to a staring contest? To be honest, I think you could probably take Jeb Bush, but it's your call.
Here at the
so-
Good HA, no, here's
Oh,
the good,
no,
here's
no.
the Good HA podcast. We do not encourage people to talk about politics on our podcast, so remember to keep it clean and only insult them based on, who they are as individuals rather than their politics.
So
I really
should
like their eyes. Go
should
for it. Yeah, no,
Should
go
I-
for it.
should I answer this or no?
No, go ahead and answer it, but
Oh,
take the
well.
politics part out of it.
Okay, I'd probably take on Ben Carson because he can't even open his eyes really. He's asleep most of the time. So I think he'd be pretty easy.
I like it.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know who-
Thank you,
I don't
thank
know
you,
who this
thank
Ben
you,
Carson
thank you.
is, but he sounds like Brock to me.
Yeah, he's black.
Now we're gonna
Let's
go to
move on.
Skeeter the Lurker, who has a wonderful new profile picture. I really like that.
Yeah, I like it as well. Yeah, I was gonna comment
Peter,
on
we
that.
like it.
Me
Anyway.
too.
You post it long enough, we start commenting on your avatars. Now, have you considered using chapstick for your lips still?
I'm sorry, what stick?
Chapstick.
I'm sorry, what stick?
I think that answers that well. Now we're gonna go to Fulmer.
Who's very excited. Apparently, he was one of the people who really wanted to hear the Lammy Lammy dance. So,
Oh, was he?
I'm worried. I think last week Fulmer gave me a hard time for pronouncing his name wrong. I think I just did it again. Anyway,
his name was Fulmer. That's it.
all right, Fulmer. Number one, penguins don't have lips, you fraud.
This is true. Next question.
Number two, would you take the ring to Mordor or keep it for yourself?
No idea what that is, and it's probably something Pencil's gonna yell at me for.
It's okay, because you already told me you don't know Lord of the Rings. It's a ring of power, but it also corrupts you. Do you keep it?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Number three, are you right-handed or defective?
Right-handed. And defective.
Number four, who is your Super Smash Brothers main?
Oh, I'm gonna have someone yell at me for this, but it's the little green dinosaur one with the red spots.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Oh my
Man,
God.
you young people. God damn.
No, I only do that because I know it's gonna get under my friend John's skin.
You got under my skin, so good job.
Next question.
Oh.
I like that we're rapid firing these, so let's do it.
Number
Come on.
five, what is your favorite color?
Is mayonnaise a color?
Yes.
Number
Mayonnaise.
6. You are now a Pegahorse. Assuming gravity and air resistance remain constant, calculate how long it will take you to reach the speed of sound while traveling upwards at 63 degrees relative to your initial position. Using n, determine distance from the ground from the exact point you reach sonic speed. For this problem, ignore the curvature of the Earth and assume the ground is always at 0 degrees. You may use a graphing calculator.
Pass.
Yeah.
Number 7. What is your favorite color of person?
I love black people.
Number 8.
I mean-
Don't skip questions. These are very serious.
I didn't skip any questions. White people are terrible,
Thanks.
and that's about it. So everyone else wins by default.
Penguin lives matter.
Next, please. Oh my God. Next, please.
Number 9. Did Hitler do anything wrong?
No, well, actually, he did something very wrong. He was an absolutely horrible artist. I don't know why he tried so hard, but his art was downright awful. So I guess you could say he did that wrong.
Hey, he also killed Hitler.
Huh? Who?
Exactly.
All right. Now, quick questions for Pencil. Tenders or nuggets?
Shit. Tendies. Tendies.
Number 2. What's your stance on Flufflepuff? Please keep your answer between 38 and 666 words.
Okay. Here we go. My stance on Flufflepuff is that she is interesting, cute, and fluffy. I have cosplayed her before, and I like her very much. She is generally a very simple character, and I think that's what makes her good. And that is my stance on Flufflepuff. And if you disagree, you can suck a fat horse dick, probably hers.
Will do.
We'll have to look in playback how many words that was.
I'm fairly certain it was over 38. So
Okay. Now, question for Priest. Number 1. After much soul searching, I realized you are not Fagut. Is it actually me who is Fagut? No, it is Enigma who is Fagut. Number 2. No question.
No.
Number 2 for you. Number 2 is for winners. Number 3. You are given the opportunity to influence the newest fashion trend in Equestria. You must choose between latex and socks. They're both equally comfortable and easy to put on because fucking magic. Which one do you choose? Or pick a better third option if you think of one. I personally choose number 3, hoodies. I think hoodies are really sexy.
Yes.
Me too.
Now questions for Enigma. Number 1, please state the worst fics you have ever read by each person in the podcast. Intentionally bad fics don't count.
I'm
Well-
ready because all of mine are intentionally bad.
For Pencil, it's Changeling Desires because you're not supposed to like rape.
I know. You're right. I know.
And Priest, this may be a bit of a compliment to you, but nothing I've read of yours I disliked.
This may be a compliment.
And Chapped, I've read nothing of yours, so
Yeah, neither have I.
I wasn't.
Milk. What about milk? What about milk?
Well, I only read one story of his, the one that he wrote for you, and I like that, so.
I did too. So there's both the best and the worst.
I actually genuinely wasn't ready for that compliment, so I'm really taken aback. Number 2, Enigma, do you like HIE fics because you can relate to the situation from going from a variable hellhole to a magical land of endless opportunities?
is the implying that I'm projecting?
Yes,
Yes.
because Mexico.
Oh. Moving on.
Everyone. Number 1, chest floof or no floof. Same for ankle, hoof, ankle floof. So it's rapid
Chest
fire.
floof is. Oh, sorry.
No. Chad, you do get to go first. You're the guest.
Okay, chest floof. I love chest floof. Other ones don't care about.
Pencil.
Floof for floofing.
Enigma.
I also like the chest floof.
I like chest floof. Hoof floof is weird. Milk. Dead.
Milk, wake up.
Number 2. Discuss who your favorite Khmer Crusader is. Everybody, Lammy.
Gabby, the eagle. Or Griffin. Yeah, that one.
I wasn't ready for that, actually. Pencil.
Fuck you. I don't know.
Enigma.
Just like Chap, also Gabby.
Sweetie Belle. Milk.
Still
Dead. All right, number 3. Favorite season. Lammy.
5.
Pencil.
3.
Enigma.
The second one, I think.
Mine is also second season. Milk. Dead.
Winter.
All right, number 4. Is Twilight versus Tyrek the best anime fight scene of 2014? Lammy.
I don't know.
Pencil.
Probably not.
Enigma.
It feels like Marge Simpson is going to show up and start punching shit in it.
Me? Yes. Milk. I don't know why I fucking try. All right. CIA, I know you're listening. I'm very disappointed in you. Now, for Dash Lune.
Questions.
That's
Drink.
Question number 1. If you could, would you? Oh, that's for all these questions. Okay. If you could, would you try to quote-unquote score with Trixie?
Oh man, I'd love to shoot some hockey pucks and goals with her.
Nice. I was actually thinking basketball, but that works too. Would you berate Enigma but be nice about it?
Enigma, kill yourself.
Yes. Oh.
Would you, if spam cam, would you ham, would you can, tanning is also an option.
Tanning is my answer.
For Priest, what would be your favorite pony to write? Princess Cadence. For Enigma, what is your favorite non-sex dungeon? Winky face.
It says how is non-sex dungeon. Get your shit together, Priest.
I try so hard. I try every week.
No, you
Try
don't.
so hard and don't get far. So you
It's
should
actually really true.
And in the end, it never even matters. 'cause it
At
doesn't
all.
matter. He doesn't. Anyway,
We're not even halfway. Shit.
we're trying, okay? Go.
For last question for Chapped, I'm going to call you Chapped. When?
always.
Desh Lune, where Lune is pronounced more like moon. Desh Lune. Okay, that's how I pronounce it. You guys treat separate questions the same. Each was a different non-related question. Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry, we're shit. Now we're going to Unicorn Cobb, who I've never seen before. Hi, Unicorn Cobb. Welcome to the cast. Pingu,
He's a very underrated writer and an awesome dude.
We'll pass
would
him
you
on
prefer to get in bed with Shining Armor or Cadence?
Oh, the EU thing. Freaking Irishman.
Eh.
Shining Armor, probably because he's more body warmth coming off of him. Cadence is basically a twig.
It's true. She's pretty trash. Wait. Damn it. Second question. So I know you were in Equestria. How are you alive?
Good question. Great questions. We'll get back to you. Not a priest with more questions.
Number 3.
Questions. Drink.
Can I have a kiss?
Of course.
Number 4.
Gross.
One serious one. Name 3 of your
Homophobic.
favorite flicks on this site. To go for different ones that you didn't say before.
Okay. Summer the highly unmotivated, awful lot of coffee, and Equestria. And then since Pickless is the next asker, Homish for the week.
Aww, look at you being all ready and shit. Let's move on.
Now we're going to Pickless. Lemmy!
Oh no.
Are you nervous, you dumb little idiot?
I was, and then I realized this is too fun to be nervous.
If you were
Aw.
drunk and courageous, what would it be? What would be the biggest project you would commit to?
Building a wall. I don't know
Okay.
where.
Whoa! Okay.
I don't know where. But I'm sorry, I forgot. Anyway,
Can it just
moving
be-
on.
can
A
it just be
wall.
around- Wait. Can it just be a wall just around Enigma?
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
Perfect.
and it moves with him, and it's also noise canceling.
Implying we let him move.
Oh, it's noise canceling, so when he talks, we don't have to listen.
Yeah.
Vote Lammy 2018.
Yeah.
If you had to kiss one of the male podcasters, who would it be?
Let's see.
Probably Milk.
Who wouldn't be weird about it?
If you
Spot.
kiss
Milk's-
Milk, it'd be like waking Sleeping Beauty.
Wow.
Probably
You just made
end
it
up
weird,
kissing
Enigma.
Enigma. Or R63 pencil. R63 pencil.
Oh, yay. That's pretty much me most of the time anyhow. I was going to say, if you kissed Enigma, I think he'd be so distressed by an actual show of human affection that he'd probably kill himself.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I definitely kiss him Enigma then.
There you go.
I don't know how to respond to positive human interaction.
We've destroyed his self-esteem so much that the only thing he responds to is abuse. Oh, no, we have a comment from the chat. The other guy says, when you kiss Milk, do you get a milk mustache?
Of course.
Wow. That's lewd.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'd
let's
have-
go on.
Now there's a question for No Pony. So I guess we'll just.
It's one of his characters from Homeless for the Week.
Oh, why am I not your favorite princess?
Aw, sweetheart. It's because cadences. So sorry.
And now a question from Scootaloo. I guess I'm supposed to.
It's gonna do.
How do you know everyone on FinFiction? You're suspicious.
Because I'm an SS Neal, and we're all SS Neals, and we're all just the same person.
Why does Scootaloo sound like?
See, that's
Lila?
not actually true because I'm slasher science, and 4chaners don't understand that.
No, you're just trying to get away from the fad.
I almost said Tyler instead of Liler.
Fucking Tyler.
All right, let's do the next question.
Now we're going to Mad Max the Black. Number 1.
Mad
Do you-
Max the Max.
Did I say Mad Max the Max?
D-pad.
Mad Max the Max.
God damn it. Mad Max the Black. I need to stop drinking scotch.
Oh, you don't. Drink more.
Black Max the Mad.
Do you have any
Question.
big stories planned for the future?
I have a lot planned. The Fleur de Lis one, the one with the modeling agency. One where Celestia gets involved in basically, most people don't love her as in real love, and so she's kind of desperate for love, and so she gets into a very abusive relationship to where she knows that it's abusive and it's not everything, but it's more than she's ever had because most people just idolize her versus love her for personality and whatnot like a normal mare. And then I
Sounds
had
like a happy fic for all ages.
oh yeah, no, I already have a great final line.
Tell us, don't tell us. That's
Okay.
long. As long as you post it. As long as you post it.
Okay. In time.
Number 2. Do you think the MLP fandom is moving on to other things or just waiting for more content to come out?
Well, if it's not growing, it's dying. So, and it's not really growing. I think it hit its peak in 2013, so I guess it's kind of fading away a little bit.
It is on the decline. Definitely. Number 3. If you could be very good at one thing, would it be writing or drawing?
C, singing.
Hey, that's actually a fair answer. Good job.
That's a very fair answer.
Another fair answer would be killing yourself. So
I would love to be good at that. Enigma, you have to show me.
Shit.
You tie the
Welcome
noose.
to the
Yep.
fucking roast of Enigma podcast.
You tie
Ah,
the
I thought it was
noose,
the roast to the penguin.
you tie the noose, hang it up, and then just stare at it and contemplate it each time someone insults you.
Play the Static Speaks My Name. All right. Number 4. Why haven't actually trigger warning? Don't play the Static Speaks My Name. Number 4. Why haven't you written a HIE story?
Because Danny J loves all of you. I had this very long one, and Danny kind of ripped it apart. As a great editor, he is a phenomenal editor, and so he kind of ripped it to shreds. I need a lot of fixing to that fic, so that's why I actually got like 40,000 words into the fic. Just it needs a lot of patching up. So
Oh, I know us over here will be ready for it on the Good HIE podcast.
yeah, H for human. It's totally not for hell, because that's where we all are right now, and that's where we're going. Anyway,
Number 5. What trope do you think is overused on fanfic?
This isn't directly throwing anything at Enigma as much as I have, but it's actually the opposite of a trope. Well, I would say it's the opposite of the trope. I guess it's. I would love to see a story where Ember is a lot more than fuck meat. That would be
Mm.
pretty cool to see that.
Mm.
such meaning.
I'm staring at the noose again.
Good. Number 6. Who is your favorite villain out of the MLP franchise and why?
Starlight Glimmer, because I think she's the only one that hasn't been reformed or killed. Oh wait, crap! She's been reformed.
Yeah,
guess
what
I-
are you talking about?
I guess Tyrek, because he should have won.
Fair.
He got
Number-
robbed.
Number 7. Do you like my questions?
Oh yeah, love you, Mad Max.
Number 8. Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Number 9. What is the deciding factor on whether you should follow someone on this site or not?
Either if I like them a ton, though I don't like giving up my follows based off of people I like, or else I would be pulling like a vengeful spirit type thing, and I'd be following tons of people, and then I'd also have a very clogged thread.
God! Sorry.
If you like, if you write and I like your writing, that's basically it. You have to have a certain number of fics, I guess, too. It's not like a set number, but it can't just be like a one story wonder. What were you saying, Priest?
I really want a Shamrock Shake. Now we're going to Puss Puss. Number 1. Why haven't you written a Clop story yet?
I have. It's just not posted. Well, then again, it was also a crack fic between transgender snips and snails, and featuring Taylor Swift in Canada. So
Number 2. When will you write a Clop story?
a legitimate one, maybe never, probably never. Yeah, not gonna happen.
Number 3. Do it!
I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
Really want a Shamrock Shake. Now we're to questions from Bendy. Just
I'm
because I
so
have a
glad.
hotel-
I am so glad. I'm sorry. He posted. He hadn't posted in a while on these. I wanted questions from him, so I went and asked. I love Bendy so much.
I love Bendy. I really do.
Just because I have a hotel in my foot doesn't make me boogly moogly moogly, does it?
Unfortunately, it does. You might want to get yourself checked.
Next question. How big do you like your pwn?
Very big. Celestia big.
Number 3. How heavy do you like your pwn?
Celestia heavy.
Big pony butt or small pony butt?
Celestia.
You are running away from the cops, and you take a smelly, ugly alien, homeless lobster man as a hostage into an abandoned warehouse. The cops surround the building. What would your answer be when the cops ask on the megaphone, "Do you have any better hostages?"
No, all I have is Enigma.
Hey, I'm a good hostage. I make a great hostage.
Obedient maybe, but not good. Shit.
You need to be crying more, and I feel like you're just so accustomed to the abuse that you wouldn't be scared. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Now we'll go to next question. Would you accept death by Snoo Snoo from under Sunbutt's great and mighty massive butt?
Why not? Gonna get crushed to death.
Does Princess Celestia use pocket universe spells to contain the massive mass of her butt?
Well, we found out what season 7's about.
And finally, will Twilight Sparkle's butt grow bigger and bigger over time since she is an immortal alicorn?
Nah, she got a flat ass.
All right, now we're going to go to questions from Lunatone. Questions for the Penguin. Number 1, what is your method of madness for trapping people for your collection?
Hi, I'm ChappedPenguinLips. How are you?
Number 2, what chapstick do you recommend for chapped lips? As a penguin, how do you experience chapped lips? I'm very curious.
What kind of stick?
Number 3, do you fear polar bears penguin? If so, why?
Well, obviously, if I'm a penguin, then of course they're my natural predator. They'll eat me.
Number 4, how is it you know so many people? Should we be scared that that is the case? Do you stalk people? If so, what is your secret for doing it so well?
How is it that I know so many people? Back to the PM thing. I don't really have much to add on to this question.
All right. Question number 542. Why is your favorite princess a trash can? Trash cans aren't alicorns of princesses. And to be very clear, he's talking about kids.
Flurry Heart. Oh, then I don't understand the question.
They're both garbage. They're both garbage. Don't worry.
Number 6. If given the chance, would you got to Antarctica, snatch a baby penguin, bring it back home, give it to someone, and then have them leave the thing at your doorstep just to reenact the events of My Little Dashie, but this time with a penguin? What would you do in that situation?
Yeah, I'd do it just so I could videotape their face when it has to leave. Is that cold?
All right.
Remember, refresh for Vylon, because you know what time it is?
I did. It's time.
It's time for questions with Vylon.
Yay!
Vylon, who hurt you?
How is your collection of people?
Last time I checked, they were doing well, but I don't run my group chat, so.
How much does a follow mean to you?
It means a lot, because it means that you're willing to put up with me and then also my lack of production, so it means the world to me.
How will you make people who only follow users for their stories also follow you?
Right. I guess that one's kind of self-explanatory.
What do you think of the man who tried to eat a corn cob mounted on a drill and lost his 2 upper front teeth?
What a nerd.
Are chapped penguin lips your fetish?
Of course.
You are flat-chested, but you have huge areolas. People call them pepperoni tits or salami boobs?
Salami boobs.
That's better. I like it better.
Do you change your tampons daily, or do you leave it in for weeks?
You're supposed to change them?
Who would do that? Who would
Appar-
fucking... I'm sorry. I'm upset.
I'm
Possibly
sorry.
Vylon, seeing as she's asking this question.
I'm sorry. You're supposed to change them?
Next.
You are a whore, and you have a date. You might have tripped over a wireless telephone along the way, but you arrived to your date like a fresh virgin. As you watch your date eat like a glutton and even take the leftovers you did not eat because of your diet to maintain your sexy body, you can't help but wonder and ask, how come you eat so much but still be so slim? He does not even glance at you as he chows down on his food. He answers, actually, you can burn a lot of calories if you use your brain. Unfortunately, you're dumb and don't know how to react to that, so technically this is not a question. Moving on. You are the wife of Houdini, and he is fucking you in the living room in the style of a dog. Your face is being buried into the sofa, and you embrace it happily, lest your lustful moans be heard by your neighbors. In the middle of your passionate moment, he stops, pulls out, goes back in with a bigger girth. That is a surprise. It feels so new. You feel so delighted. This is why you married a magician. He always brings out new tricks to spice up your life. Just when you are about to come, he suddenly grabs your hair, yanks your head back, and makes you face the window. Outside the window, your husband jumps out and yells, "Ta-da!" You freeze in shock, disbelief, and orgasm. You make sure the cock you're spasming on isn't your husband's anymore. Are you pleased that your husband will go to such lengths to impress you, or are you glad that your husband finally admitted he's into cuckolding?
Okay, I think there is some sort of miscommunication since he's never heard me talk. And I have been assumed to be a girl many times. That's what most people assume. I don't know why.
Because you're adorable.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that he's open and honest with me about cuckolding.
Aw. See, look how supportive you are. There you go.
I guess you're also glad that he's into dudes.
Yeah.
All right, next question. How is your life as a lady?
Like Hiroshima, non-existent.
Sorry, I was trying to type something out into the chat. Okay. Now we're going to the Psycho Man from Psychostan. Why don't you post stories more often? It's almost been a year since you published your last story.
I think I've answered this. Low confidence and busy as hell.
Who is worst princess?
Flory Heart.
Agreed.
Aside from writing, what other hobbies do you have?
I play basketball for my school team. I do theater. I perform. I act. That sort of stuff. I talk a lot with other people. I do volunteer work in my community, a lot with elementary school students and my church. Write speeches, scripts, other sort of. Well, that's still writing, so.
Do you do the Lammy dance for the children of the church?
No.
Really?
All right. What is your favorite unappreciated fanfic? And your favorite unappreciated fanfic author?
Favorite underappreciated fanfic is actually not by an underappreciated author, but it's called Speed Dates by Firegazer the Alchemist. It's where Octavia has a bunch of speed dates, basically.
That
Vinyl
story.
steps are up. It's not even hit 100 likes. I don't know how. It's 1,000 like quality, and he's had other stories that are 1,000 likes. So I don't understand that one. Most underrated author would have to be Unicorn Cobb. Absolutely amazing writer. He doesn't post a whole lot. He's kind of like me, but he had one story called The Dusty Trail. And when he wrote it, I posted it everywhere as soon as I saw it on the featured box because I was just so proud of him for that because I know he doesn't write a whole lot, but he really should because he's unbelievably talented.
All right. We already covered what is your favorite genre to write and why. What's your favorite ship to write or that you haven't written yet?
Princess Cadence and Shining Armor, so the married couple.
Oh.
I also like Soren and Dash, but that one's kind of vanilla. And Apple Dash. Those would have to be the three.
That last one sounds delicious.
Okay, the next question's political. The next question, is that political?
Yeah.
It's sort of political. We should skip it.
Okay. Yes, those last two questions were retarded. Do you believe in a free Kekistan?
Yes, free all the keks.
All right, now we're going to go down to Shadow Gentlemen. Fillet Heart or Snips and Snails? And Pencil, I'll need you to take questions for a second.
Hey!
Snips and Snails.
Why do you hate the comics?
Oh god.
We're running out of time, so
let's just stick with the Reflection series, and anyone who has more questions will go with it. I hate the comics so much.
Why do you hate America?
Because white people.
Disney or Hasbro?
Disney. Hasbro's trash for the most part.
Pencil, your mic is dying.
Really? Fucking really?
Enigma, you ask questions.
All right, Tupac or Notorious?
Tupac.
What do you think of the older generations? Would you consider watching G1?
Oh man, they're cancerous and no.
Top 3 best and worst things that come out of the MLP fandom.
Three worst. I'm just gonna answer the three worst, and it's the blind girl, Snowdrop. That's her name. Um, Headless Rainbow, and oh, it was my first ever experience with Cockvor. So that.
Headless Rainbow?
Yeah, Headless Rainbow. You know the one who wrote the story about like Shining, raping literally everything, including his infant daughter and wife.
Oh,
And
this is a
sister,
writer.
and it's really gory. I'm not a fan of his. Like he hits new
All I
lows.
heard was gore, so I think I'm back.
All right, Pencil,
Uh,
do you want to take over? Because, as a Mexican, I know it's mandatory for me to take the white person's job, but that's your
Shit. Well,
bad.
I don't even know where we are. So where are we?
question eight. Question 8 for a shadow
Hey!
gentleman.
First, second, third, inner monologue or outer dialogue. What's the hardest perspective to you to write for any story?
Inner monologue, because you
That's
can't rely on other characters, and you have to create everything based off the one character. Like first person, you can do other stuff and whatnot, but with other ones you can't. Yeah.
Okay. One project, writing or otherwise, that you really wish you would complete but haven't kept up on.
The one that Priest challenged me to write since he's gone. I can mention this, and he won't have to remind me about it. It's the one where Rarity and Blue Blood is in love with Rarity, and so she fakes her death to get away from him, and it ends up causing a bunch of repercussions. It's halfway done. I haven't finished it.
And then
That
ended up
sounds like
causing a
fun.
lot of reproductions.
Lots of reproductions.
Giggity.
It sounds like a fun time. Goku?
Hey.
Goku or Superman?
No, pass.
Really? Why pass there? I'm curious.
He's just gonna yell at me afterwards. Everyone in this one group chat is just gonna yell at me afterwards. So we're
Good.
just gonna
All
pass
right.
that.
Fucking fine. Okay. What philosophies do you like or follow?
Gratitude and attitude. I think two very centric foundations to have in your life are be grateful for the things that you have. It carries you a long way, and then also have the attitude. This is one I struggle with, but to look on the positive sides of things. And you can't control a lot of things in your life, but you can change your outlook on them. So.
Which is why everybody likes you and you're so nice and all that jazz, right?
Nah, hell if I know.
Whereas mine is learn to balance, fuck that shit, and serve your purpose. Okay, so we are moving on to questions from Natural Born Derpy.
I think you could start at number 3.
Well, I'm just gonna ask the first one again. Who are you?
Okay. Oh, my name is Flutter Priest. I write bad human in equestrian and in an equestria fix. I'm a 4chan writer, and I'm also a drummer in a band.
That also means we're dating, you realize, right?
Oh man, did I get lucky or unlucky?
Yay!
Pencil, did you just go to the store and trade in Priest for a younger model?
I think I did. This is new Priest. Also, are you?
Hello, everybody. I can't do a Liler voice. I'm
I'm
sorry.
about to say, was that supposed to be a Priest voice? Because that's
No.
insulting on a whole other level.
No, I think Priest is mostly non-mentally disabled.
Wow, I'm gonna suck that up and not defend my man. It's fine. Are you secretly another Short Skirts Explosions alternate account? Are we all?
Wouldn't be a secret if I told you so.
We all
Bitch, maybe.
secretly Short Skirts and Explosions accounts.
Bitch, maybe. That's my answer.
Bitch, that might be. What matters more to you when you think of one of your stories? Excuse me. When you think one of your stories is good, or if somebody else thinks your story is good?
When I think one of my stories are good, I know in the real world it only matters if someone else does, but for now it's what I think is good. So.
Hooray. You seem to have problems with self-doubt. I can agree with that. Do you believe every new story you release is the worst one yet, like me? Even if that's not the case?
No, because I wish I hadn't told you so.
Oh,
So
yeah, cool. Your story, insert story here, changed the way I view major life-changing event here due to its brilliant use of insert writing technique here. How is this possible? And why did I pick one, cry, vomit, or come while reading it? Why haven't I cleaned that up yet?
I don't know. Why haven't you cleaned it up yet?
Filthy whore. Anyway, is Canada worth visiting?
No.
I didn't think so. That's what it says. So I was waiting to see if that would go. Do you have plans to ever write outside of the world of fan fiction? Do you really think you could improve the Denny's menu all that much?
No, that the Denny's menu couldn't be improved. Just level the place. I do write outside the world of fan fiction. I just don't share it with anybody.
And but you will someday. Is what you're saying.
Someday, when it's presentable.
Someday. That's the important part
Yep.
there. Which MLP character would you go gay for?
Soren.
But everyone goes gay for Brayburn.
And that
No.
which one would go gay for you?
Oh, Shining Armor, of course. I'd pull him away from that little
Her.
Plumtucket.
You're already
Him,
getting ready.
him.
You're
Yeah,
already getting ready to call him her. So
yeah. No, he's the. What's it? The butch in the relationship? Is that the dominant or the male figure one?
But
I think
Butch
that's
is
it.
Butch is the dominant female.
Yes.
The dominant female. I would be the butch. He would be the.
So
Not
you'd be the
Butch.
dominant female.
Yeah.
The bear and the wife beater.
Yeah, if we're thinking gay relationships with guys, what we're trying to do is, the bear and maybe the twink, where you're obviously the twink, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I like to pretend, though.
It's fair. He lets you pretend that at least he's treating you right. You are now in the body of one of the characters from MLP. You must act similarly as can be. Who is it? Is it awesome? You know you want to be a mayor.
The question is, are you now a mayor?
No, that was my statement. You know.
Minuet, because I guess that's the one that makes sense. Is
Oh,
it
you know
awesome? Yeah. Minuet, because I guess that makes sense. Is it awesome? No, because I'm not into the whole switching into equestria sort of thing. I'm quite happy here. Are you now a mayor? Yeah, I am.
But if you're in the body of Minuet and she has to do like emergency dentistry, how the fuck would you play that off?
Well, you only mess up a few times, then you sort of get the hang of it. So maybe they should have had better healthcare coverage. I don't know.
All
Can
right.
you take over there, Priest?
Yeah, question number 10. You mentioned hating the stories that you've released. Do you really hate them? Would you ever delete them and try again? Would you pitch one of your stories to people listening to read, and which one would it be?
Only for the sake of time, I'm not going to pitch one, but yes, I would pitch one. I think I've pitched actually a few in mini version. Do I hate all the stories that I've released? Don't like any of them, and I mean that sincerely, but I really only hate I Wish I Hadn't Told You So. I think it's one of the worst fics on the site objectively. I'm probably wrong because of bias and whatnot, so I guess as best as I can objectively, so I just hate that one. Yeah.
Alrighty. Next question. From Enigmatic Otaku. Come up with a super edgy original character right now on the spot.
So once upon a time, there's a character named Shadowblade. Oh shit, that's been done.
Original.
So there's this red and black alcohol. Oh shit again. Pass.
Too edgy for you.
Now we're going to go to Rob Cakerin53, who happens to be that guy that wrote My Little Dashie.
He
The fact
did?
that, yes. The fact that you somehow just know everyone on FitFiction scares some of us, but I know the secret. I know that we're all part of some sort of conspiracy that Nighty formed to keep tabs on all of us, and you're the key to that puzzle. We know. We all know. We know that you're here just to sabotage our technicolored horse stories. You want them all for yourself, don't you? You're going to kill Nighty behind his back, in the back, and take all the watchers and readers for yourself with as few stories as possible. I know the plot. I know what's going to happen. It's time to begin Operation Penguin and Squash Soup, aka Piss. Now for my question. Did you know that Shakespeareans, like Smells funny? He totes does. He's got the smelliest butt smell ever. For reasons unknown, you must stick it in. You know what I'm talking about.
I think
However,
that Rob is now like this effeminate little valley girl. Please go on.
However, you're only allowed condiments for lube, ketchup, mustard mayo, or horsey sauce. Which do you choose? Do you think any of them would have a less smelly butt smell? If you choose horsey sauce, will Arby's sue for violation of their product?
Mayonnaise. We're gonna stick with that. Stick what's reliable.
All right. Now we're going to go to explosions.
Oh, this is a long one.
Chappy. Oh boy, I've got some stuff cooking up here for you. It's not healthy, even if it was food. Pencil that's healthy stuff's better. So, still got a little bit of time left till I need to take this stuff out of the oven. Gonna waste my time by... Oh, you poor fool, it's done. So on tonight's menu, we start with a crabby appetizer. Cappy, in this scenario, you are an actual penguin. You, for some reason, in God's unholy will, are given an ultimatum. Either... Sorry, Milk was sending me an exclusive message. Either you live in penguin-y life and space, or every once in a while large Alaskan crab must snip at your penguin dick. Or you live as an Alaskan crab fisherman with little to no luck in crab fishing. Which do you choose, good sir?
I'm gonna be the penguin.
All right. Lovely answer, by the way. Personally, I would have gone with the dip snaps. Dip sniffs. It's just my
but I
Anyways,
did.
good sir. Up is our main entree, which has a bit of surprise and mystery in it. You, my good friend, wake up in a dungeon. To whom this dungeon belongs, you have no clue. The only light that you have is from the dimly burning torches on the wall. You try to stand up, but fail to recognize the chains around your legs. As you take the first step, the chain trips you, and you fall back to the stone-cold floor. Unfortunately, you're such a fucking pleb that you try to break your fall with your head. This ends badly. So badly, it's like you rolled a 20-sided die for the effect and got a 1. Your head violently explodes, and you feel every agonizing millisecond as your brain tears itself apart. In your unsight, words appear, telling you that you have failed, and it asks you if you'd like to try again. Do you?
No.
Oh, how boring your suffering. Let's do this next part anyway. On to dessert. There's a nice treat to massage your brain. You awaken to yet another familiar sight of the dimly lit dungeon. This time, however, you are not in chains, and someone is in the doorway. This someone is quite obviously of the feminine variety. It's obvious because, well, look, they have huge tits and an hourglass figure. You are immediately captured by their beauty, except there seems to be something wrong here. They appear to have a third leg, and as it comes closer to you, you're finally able to realize it wasn't the third leg. Oh god, it might have been better than the ungodly monstrosity that you saw. The third leg is actually a very thick, banana-colored, pus-drooling cock covered in warts, and it touches the ground, which is already puddled. You, she points, belong to
Skip
it.
this.
She
Freeze.
points. What?
We need to skip this.
Why? Okay. We are skipping all the way down to Snowy Beat.
Hey, it's new.
Elaborate on how your super edgy OC would wind up with Granny Smith and Sweet Biscuit would end up having relations in an empty bathtub with your OC pouring his most favorite bodily fluid over both of them while they have their mouths open like annoying ass baby birds. What the fuck?
I
I'm
don't
trying so hard.
I don't understand what it's asking. So I'm gonna say yes.
Are you a side stomach or back sleeper?
That was the correct answer.
Back.
Okay, now we're going to Shakespeareicals.
Sir Shakespeare Cliz.
He says to update. He says to refresh because he updated
Yeah,
it.
he refreshed. Dude, everybody's gotta stop telling us to refresh. We do not have the time. Fucking refresh.
It's
and do
true.
the questions.
I'm gonna blast through Shakespeareicals questions and then
Shakespeare Cliz.
Shakespeareicals.
Yes.
Fuck. All right, number 1. Since it's March, does this make it the March of the Penguins?
Yes.
2. What is it like in Madagascar?
Love these puns, and it is amazing.
3. Do you have happy feet?
Of course.
4. What do you think will happen in the Batman Returns?
I don't want to talk about it.
Number 5. Danny DeVito now has the Caterpillar P5000 work loader from Aliens, and he has a Class 2 rating. What now, Batman? What now?
Well, shit.
And lastly, did you know that Rob Kakrin wrote My Little Dashie? Because Rob Kakrin 53 wrote My Little Dashie.
Oh my god, I
I
love
was
Rob
so-
Kakrin.
I was so
Changed my
sure.
life.
I was so sure you're gonna say My Little Rob Caccarin.
Nothing was better.
We tried.
We
This
did.
is the 2-hour cutoff. And we still
Oh.
missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people and 2 deleted questions.
Dude, we really did try, guys. We honestly did. But we were having fun, and it's St. Patrick's Day, and we got to it. And Leomi, in all of his glory, I'm hoping will be willing to answer some of these questions on his blog, maybe?
Yeah, I am. Or PM, whichever one either prefers.
Make it public. This is always supposed to be public.
Okay. Yeah, that would defeat the purpose. So yeah, I'll answer these on a blog. I'll just end up copying over all the questions from here, put them on a blog, see how that plays out. Yeah.
One of these days, we'll have to figure out some sort of overflow method for this podcast. But until then, this has been the Good HAE podcast. Be sure to turn in next week where we have Shakespearecles.
Whoa!
This has been a non-pencil.
Shamrock Shakes, motherfucker! It's Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Enigmatico taco.
I care little to nothing about your shamrock shakes.
Milk.
Hey, stupid piece of shit.
I'm too drunk to press buttons.
Our wonderful Lammy guest.
Well, who wants a lammy on a second podcast, please?
I do!
I really, really fucking want a Shamrock Shake. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, and please, if you're too drunk to drive tonight, don't drive.
Hey,
Have a
don't
good
drive.
weekend.
If you die, that's fine.